Here in Northampton, we have Roger Weston, who is the Student Union Co-Coordinator for the Sport at University of Northampton. Karl Marx, socialist who created Marxism theory. Phil Smith, the current Director of Sport at Sport England. And finally, Kevin Hilton with an informed view of the critical race theory. Okay, so looking at the latest facts released by the University of Northampton Sport Participation Survey, what's your take on this, Roger Weston?
Well, David, I believe that there are many factors that contribute to the lack of Asians and black people in sports at this university. Our participation survey shows that in most sports, white people have the largest amount of participants. I believe that due to the large number of overseas students.
Okay, so let's get a socialist point of view from this. We've got Kevin Hilton from the critical race theory. He's obviously done a lot of research in this topic. So Kevin, what's your point of view on this issue?
Well, the statistics show significance in why race is a main issue for sport and society, with incredible lows. I mean, zero black participation rates in rugby union, tennis and hockey, and other sports show lows in participation rates. This links in perfectly with my theory, as it shows that race is at the centralised viewpoint for structure in society. Upon the ideas of race, it shows that it supports my ideas of exposing ideologies such as race neutrality and equal opportunities cannot be possibly true by these overwhelming stats at the University of Northampton. This proves that the theory is transdisciplinary, as it is in everyday life, as it is being expressed at this university. This shows we need to change social justice and policies to be put in place to break down the racial barriers in Northampton University and all over.
I'd like to criticise what you've just said. I believe that class is the most important term to explain everything in society, and some criticisms that I found in your research. CRT relies on the American understanding of race, and does being black have a common experience? And should white academias only be limited to talking about whiteness? And is race just an idea and not a fact? I'd like to put my point of view as from the study we have looked at today, we could say that we have more black players in basketball. From a Marx perspective, this can be seen as sports having certain classes and origins from different sports, as a tax goes against CRT, but fits in with the Marxism approach.
Okay, so looking at the latest facts released by the University of Northampton Sport Participation Survey, what's your take on this, Roger Weston?
Well, David, I believe that there are many factors that contribute to the lack of Asians and black people in sports at this university. Our participation survey shows that in most sports, white people have the largest amount of participants. I believe that due to the large number of overseas students at this university, the vast cultural differences play a part in joining a team. The pressures of societies and their keenness on going out as a team at night can have a big effect on whether someone wants to join the club or not. There are strategies in place at the university to make swift changes and make sure that sports clubs are more approachable for all races.
Okay, so let's get a Sport England point of view on this topic. Over to Phil Smith.
Okay, stats released by the University of Northampton Participation Survey clearly show that black and Asian groups participate much less than the white population. This is the kind of result we've come to expect at Sport England, as ethnic minorities are underrepresented across the UK, which our latest Sport Equity survey has previously shown. Figures show that there are currently 6.9 million people who participate in sport at least 3 times per week across the country, and 70% of this population is white, which is higher than the Asian and black populations, which are currently at 65 and 62%. This clearly shows that the University of Northampton Participation Survey follows the same kind of trend as we've come to expect in the Sport Equity Survey.
Okay, excellent debate there. Got some really good points from all different views. But obviously, just to conclude everything, it is as a fact that black and Asian minorities are definitely underrepresented Northampton University in sport participation, with obviously the exception of black basketballers. Yeah, sadly the time has run out on the show, so we will have to leave it there. So on the show next week we'll have Nick Griffin, Tony Blair, David Cameron and Jamie Oliver talking about school meals. So from me, David Dimbleby, Roger Weston, Karl Marx, Phil Smith and Kevin Hilton, good night!
Come on, CRT. Come on, CRT.